Abusia begia di say new case bi asa hyase a ene ebobo no ho bapa abusia enya asam keto akura aye maamya Akosua Serwaa lawyer abusia meka say TikTok so de eho enu odi ne dwuma na odi nsem bi aba betu dwa ne nsem a working na ne say omo eba be file aye new case against aye maame Broni concerning defamations bi a Onosonso amani team edidi sabi eye Akosua Serwaa atem ne nsem boni bi omokeka edefa no ho no onosonso pale sa case ni nyina na omafale against eye Broni se onosonso amani team kwan na sabi omonso didi maame Akosua Serwaa atem kan nsem a enimu nyina edeto no so abusia nsem ne de waka bibiri edefa ho bobobobo na aposo a impo o kire se case ya omasha se ya omokoi maame Akosua Serwaa be dibem na be shock eye Broni ahwefo ne natifo ne supporters ni na busia yankwaji nsem ne nchirimu mra ha yake Black Media
so they say ye beke nkwala ni call foster ke over 1 year and some months
na te so ha oni adaje ba wo de nkwala no nkwala ro
ya say akwala no na omo fo mo hu Ghana nsa na omo ba
boy
so enti no omo ba ye no 6 months ombedu country ano ombedu US ano ana Montefiore wa de pa Montefiore ana one of nkwala no doctors ni bi hu ye and then they call us
nkwala ho yo mo dan baza
enti no like abomination way yes no if you try to say this is how we operate. So far as we are involved in it there. I say the court now the services are to in place. And I say, but we could catch you say volunteer for services. And many paperwork they say the client volunteers for services, and so therefore there is no legal action required. Let us say my casa court cases then they become himself court to yadi massa case no. You bet me the case now up to about 3 years. 3 years no so won't complete services now. Bet me at Joe Bano after 18 months. I won't sank our colony bill. What you say? Just say ignorant. Say obekasa obeti into the da. Adipa. Ontio. Afedi ye be wi ase no na mortgage kro ontimi ntia. Enti no I start to see the Adipa mo bebre because I make bebre. Enti no say ye ba na so obi kasa na with all due respect they are spewing certain ignorant statements be and saying certain things na me catch me ho say omunko certain courtroom enkonkosi as certain judges be any certain situations be at say by the time I won free na utiri mu nyina tutu sika wo betia counseling services are unnecessary. So what you say, but as I say, you are under oath, you make certain statements, they will hold you accountable to that. They say, Papa Kokas will be making 100,000. And by then, my patch judge say he can't make it because I'm calling those mobile entry. You are under oath. Who make it? We need to make it. So what you say, and like I said, the laws are there. Like I was telling you at the pilot, I said, Cyber Security Act 1038, amendment, See, a ready and a say, when we share people's video, we can be liable. You bet me and Yasem. Mumam Fama no sino bimrem way.
I mean, I wait there, would ye na me dick a crato so share, and no maybe a plumber, oh, a binimo high, a wagano, ye crum Ghana. Ubeshia obi bibi kitua bimpo na ukoni nchenya. Do you know me? Do you know who I am? Enwa bebre ni ade wogana de papa yi sa bebre wogana. Uchia na bibi kitua be ho na obekire na me yiwi do kan. Me bra yire ewo ye kan say London adwuma wo ye enwa bia na oye. There's a case be I me come visiting in 2011 na mami bi oni ne batie ono de ne ba no sebi o mani mo ono de ne bo ode o ma mema ne beda no agiska na kola ni 13 years me call na me bra ire no case no on handle no at the end of the day no ode call to my age akola no dem de betwe mu keke saa na eti wo Ghana obu a wo kire na de a na o minim dada o mre ne ho ase e ma wo nkire no unim kura wo de pretend say unim knowledge na jibi oni akro ne de no e fa ka de unim dada ne ho never two anamo. We should get Debbie, make us a co baby some training. I dare no nama ya will come America here. And then say Gumechi, any panano, the men am hano, the men am hana, me boom, me drink, or me say Gumechi. You will be away in a bed 3 months. Ye kushia may be no case. Oh, ni person may say any say no you, we dear say, you may cry the wire the dada, meaning na ye, you ah. And I know him when you know way, dear, and I won't country me. And I'm saying, men can say. Send me hands so I feel my baffle for Timmy, you see, and tell me ye dinner me tea. Once a walker, na me soon be the camera, my minimum, a addition a year. Oh, Nippon be brain tissa. Kakrabi and your media show homonafi, I bet I need to know we are now. Who are you? And I wouldn't mean, do you know, Sir Minia, did they okay, dear? And on I'm a day 2 days, so Nina home brassier. Oh, if we are seeing no dinner, coupon be picture what could Rubia and Kautimina home brassier, a class had a canwa, and Cabako any more, dear who can say, Sika you tree in a brand, go bet him there be big as you, a woofy, and now hampo. And so when I'm say 2 no, now empty. I say, I buy Najis canning ready. Intimida say, your finance and your foot or assembling.
Say, some of these cases, Nibokran, by the time investigators and answer social workers, no, they will come to your home, no, and answer, even the prosecutor no will approach you, no. Background search, ya, they boss, no, any mortgage, which ya, your social security number. What read, we have it. We have a system being New York State in Pokrana. Says the Nipa or 2 apartment next to your left, to your right. We have it because we've had cases. Nipa na Erica send with the but we have to contact the neighbor to give us information. Into what develop certain programs being there. It is sometimes investigate a question here. They just need confirmation keke. They just need confirmation keke. Now my guide you the proper way. But Nipa ni bi what? Just say. Ubo when each and said then, untie. Utian and also said they untie. But as a professional, no, I mean, me investigate you, no. Me can't out direct to say, Massa, this is what is going on. And you book Nipa like that, you know. Or back up, can you it means that men can't never show us ignorant, because the Mika case is needed a dozen. It's union will be why, Kasa. That's it. Me ba na say ye rough me baba be yebi. Mo knowledge bi na tam yada zan krofo mu nyesi so me mbeka because omu nyoma ju so mbehia. So I say. Enti no me no storage money other people no see omu no the face so na me tie akire na me tie bi sa just like that. But when it comes to serious matters when Alex is dedicating the time na oba no chira there. Oh no bi so wa. Obi so boa. I mean, look, it's free information at least. We just learn. Or one pokra na udi tie. Never bo bra. Now after all, tie krana so boa. I said, what do you lose or what do you gain? But nipa no nimo so be challenge. No akwa konya asem. At the end of the day, no be nya asem no so be chia consultation mu odu. Pa! Answer krana akwa ko lawyer. And so nya information for free no. Ompe. E de manu asi wa gusuafo.
Wait there, my member. One say, I did wait there, make sure what to say. Very busy with him. I've been trying to be on my best behavior. Nah, one say I did before me going to the number for weekend. One say, some time ago. First time I'm making my first submissions about topic where you can say on way topic in. I kept on bringing it back to the children. Okay, me do be on me be our platform. So because me the galore the net and Kolana and she keeps on bringing it back. One say and Kolana no hunyoma no and did more problems in Pompo Abrema mami way I can wasema I say na asem ni Pompo no and Kolano. Enkolano. Yes, man, whether it be on a federal way, state way, international, on any level, when you play around with the children and their safety, master, say, every law protects children first more than anything. It goes beyond any mental health. Mami we ya ono all facing the time we say as say an Ghana system akwa and say ye to say tennis ball. court systems, judicial systems, unyanko muda. Yenye ready see ye do wasem ne ntamu too much aye nya sika free mu oti ase enti ye to ko ha ni ato akọ ha na ye build o fear no more and more because say asem ne ye de say ye making sure say answer na obeti won free asem ni mu no na sika mpompo state no area no city no court system no po make it off you no po no master. Everybody got to make money. Into on the boss case in there, however it's going to go. A lesson to a wise is enough. Will she stop after all this, Massa? Otimi no who free case we me nimpote say okoju ni kromu baka on stop it. There be a obeka problem aban ho once oju Germany ho no there, you know, we all know intend die away from that. Bring poma any baako no. Me can see na Brimpoma or ye devious from beginning. Brimpoma from beginning. Brimpoma me can see we me can no be a female. And who sitting about bomb and who behind the scenes, ma come on and now we are watching it all come out. In TA, we are all here for the entertainment. Me can say I to say movie, documentary na cameras in free baby brand na Netflix apparently. Oh man taught rights. For Lumba way legacy way now almost so munim said your Jessica. Me say me my trust our petition no me the back pay my Netflix after right here documentary because I dey way Akosi I say sama jama akwa say reality show there be na camera ni so akwa say obi record keke ye the real life movie bi pa na ye acting movie ye nim keke sa na ye me say ye mfa no nto nchen. Now on to the nabaf working me ye adwuma ma CPS me area me nkwa na me dealing with the mental health cases e wo CPS case load no masa hey rade nyame
and what brefa
oh CPS adwuma and the man me control to wall so say me galo adwuma bia me for the rest of my life me kromu Ghana ni was say adwuma ni bu me quit me starting po I will me homeless and sana me kromu Ghana ni aye adwuma CPS case ye confirm ye nya report from school obi ba school ye kromu fo ma me num ya omonkola no mu ko school said your mu bu omu wo fie e mom corporal punishment wo fie ti said ye time aye wo Ghana no mu re fisi nkola e bedu abrotre anu ma ye de ke ni hwe o ma ye si yesusu kakra no enu bi no ene ko drew school mu honom ena akola yi ekobie nanu mu ko kan ye ena hwe ye friend ye ko drew honom. Mami me bo mami any pre me to ho like bath working untimi lose this thing because conflict of interest you cannot let them know say and yes sir chale ebe has me bo many pre mami timi can be na ma shed I to say ma shed up bomb me anything to let this woman know shut up mami see there be and no jahona me and na wuni me and na baby I'm free and I'm back home in my country I am a princess and do you know where I come from with one phone call JJ me say mommy shut up mommy me ye day mommy in fee and na you could do court you could do court yasem mommy jina honom after the after no send na asem cho and na court judge ne back no case winning baby me ma wompompo enye sa treatment plan no mo person mo de otoso no sa safety plan no me ma wonye me de to paper ne so me extinguish all parental rights. Forget about the children going into foster system. You are losing their parental rights, period. Now you are not legally going to be called mom and dad anymore. Biologically, you need to go to court and go prove that your biological parent. Forget about DNA. Yafen kolano, aba yafen kolane kra. Ebusieni bi asusu wo hwa yemfen kolane ma. Oh. Charlie. Bill a yede bre maame no. Obi ba. Bill a yede bre maame no. Court bill. Won say abroche hanom no anase ye nyadru abroche a ye Ghana for no ye tie anase ye na ye in the diaspora no ye tie ye adwin say oh ena semi kwakase anase me kwagise ya me ntwi ahwe back ye ya ma aban no edge ma mini paycheck for almost 6 months na ma mini twia onya afi de onunu nya aduane ndi ye jini fie ye jini car afi de na afi de ma mini da shelter onu susu a ya jini
need help. The waters keep flowing.
okay obi ba we de memo obi akole ya ba beje mandi
Adepa, there are some Minya Galo Ken. So when you even get involved with the court system, that's it. Oprah Wase, na yaya a woman. We show you the way. You saw Nyoma Bakumi Nubia. You can actually benefit from it. Wait to be crowd from when you're free housing. Wait to be crowd from when you're so many benefits free. Like Obu Okrana. What's that phrase cases need be man just to get us involved so that we can advocate for them.
exactly me see
But you see, how come we are galo weekend on? Obi all mental health for a judge to even not let the 18 months pass. Meaning say 18 months no a pass and a 1 year services. I don't know.
There no pumpo de ya many options say on your services. Judge Nika say she obi ba who go through sa aban in your manoma now, especially with CPS, APS, and your mana. Your mouth up to that 18 months, you know, if you are willing to do the work, what you say, just so that we can work on reunification of the children. It is our time to say, oh, you good now, oh, you safer. They'll keep the children with you, but you have to check in every day. Somebody is going to come, they have to be reported. If you are not the best person because of your mental health or your substance abuse, anything now, and then we are working, checking in on the children that way whilst we are giving you the help. Mommy,
Put it back.
oh, ye kromufwe ne bragging. Any I know all. I don't need anything.
Hello, Galo.
Mami,
Adepa, on said Galo, she was working as a case manager and as a social worker. On said, normally we do a report for the court. But here is the situation now. Galo don't have to do any report because report not being now, demonstrating in front of the judge.
Exactly.
Normally, yeah, report now. The judge question us, they query us and everything.
No.
But
Mami put the Ojiajumani na after me buneni pre into opese judge no off. Now when nya ukonya district attorney be any district circuit court to be omutrimu edin and I judge ne ba koka se wumpompo de me ma wo option e ma wo nkoye hwe me due parental rights. Abrochire hanom pani adjo parental rights. Oh. Edia fanken kolani mpompo ma ebusiafo mpo for 1 year mpo enye me ya. I can work on getting them back. Ye jiye ma judge ne throw the to paper ne so say till kingdom come the woman cannot work for to get her children back again. She doesn't have any biological parental rights again. US hanom we're losing in kolani and one.
Galo ma make ba so that they will know. See you parental rights and so on. Nasa one second. Say you parental rights. Adepa uche. You parental rights. Akwala bia oba unu wa chire bia you parental rights.
Exactly. Akwala bia oba unu bia.
Akwala maji omo. Unu kwala maji omo. Like magic 2-day-old baby.
Ewo airport honoma na hospital me say airport hospital la ye do dimbo mu na pulling up history akola ni nya ba ya pe na hospital na baba be catch us say ye dey akola na ma ban no akola no nya odia
wonyim du kra na monitor wonyim na na monitor we know because the doctors and the nurses and the social workers at the hospital they communicate with us. You're already in the system. It will monitor. Me, my jin kwalasa, omo lose omo parental right. Now the party tell say, dear say, Mebo,
why are you doing this?
Obu ya jin massa to the stance of what there is no attachment to the baby. into a ya 2-3 days no free hospital na makoji akwala no me ji akwala ndi na ko foster care no me wo emotions bi ma me na ye dia ne sa on fa nkra I had a client owo mako 10 me ji mu 7 ate and it is very serious it nkofo we mu no how do you know di agro what they been to aso
Maui, you can go with sorry or anybody else that wants to talk.
It's my face turn, yeah.
Face turn, my bad.
I was here earlier on. Now,
Yeah.
I followed the conversation, but me boss is here, and I said, me name say conversation as a son. I say, yes, as a son, no one can't me.
No, it's a sign. No, they come on some say. It's a sign. Not really. No, they come on some. Yeah.
Okay.
But you remember batch and evening batch there were. Evening batch. I saw one yeah.
Oh, nyamina dum.
Oh, tell you now I had an ear casano. Before we go off that, but I started, I have to start all of it all over again.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I was here earlier on, and the conversation was centered on your sister caught in some Queen Emma. They caught in some who conferred by, and so I have a little submission to add to the discourse. Media, this evening. Me cry adisredi na me de to anybody who is close to Odo Broni say anka omuntu nefo na charges na or the boy sister no Queen Emma no anka ebe yia on jaimanenka.
Oh, okay. Just say futu a chopa na utu no.
Oh, an amalgamation of a futu ni chopa ni advocacy. On say Odo Broni subana kwa say na nkwasiri ni a ye won pani a o kekem aje mi wu omunji mi o maka deda say asem na ato ye sister no Queen Emma no a special case. It is out of the normal. I say sometimes charge you before defamation. Yeah, it's an isolated case. Will be a court na baby, and I say when you the platform be a on why na adwe say obe say will be an I say bibisa. Ade we no abeye market to inti me nwanwa say an invisible architect of this smear campaign now want to run and seek refuge under the law. You see, asem the mijitum say if somebody defames you and obi can be found why enye no kra ya enye ode you can be depressed. But we are all in this country. We have witnessed the two victims in this matter when it comes to the smear campaign, propaganda, maligning, and all those things. From Odo Broni company ma Akosua Serwaa. The two women, I haven't heard any of them bringing their followers to order or whatsoever. Intimidate me fan say either they don't care or they believe it has no consequence on their courses of action, their respective courses of action. Inti Eban saying, see, we have heard Yanum, their frontal propagandists, no, the kind of information they have churned out, very sensitive information on daily basis, just to tarnish the image of Akosua Serwaa. And some of this information are so sensitive, you don't even need anybody, an oracle, to tell you who is the supplier. So I ask a rhetorical question. Pamucheo. How can a coach of a football team that has players like Serwaa and Frida, how can that coach raise a flag or say that?
Please don't mention anybody's name, please.
Okay.
You can say, this.
Yes, this front line.
Whatever,
How can they raise a flag about a player that is ineligible on the other side? Adie no ya fani afa. Intimidie menyaya. Anka the two women, Akosua Serwaa ni Broni, respectfully. Ombe kacho mo chitafo say, oh, seni agro no kono. Yemfuaso munjai. And that sets the benchmark, or what? The cross line. Send yebeya anybody who trespasses, you know that you are on your own. But nothing of that sort happened. So compound house in Tokwadie wano nye don't start. You don't start it at all. Because unipana oye no krano IT for now person motiu. And we have heard the toxicity, I keep saying, from both sides. And people are even cashing out from it. The U10 say, oh, now I'm seeking justice. And I think it is hypocrisy that has reached its crescendo. And I do not buy it. This evening, I want to say two things about Sister Broni lawsuit. First of all, what it cannot do and what it will do. Mati say, I don't know how true it is. Say Roman father would be the Jantua na your friend was saying, say Uncle Pacho on behalf of your sister. And I know Sujitumba, there was a warning from the other aspect. If a Roman father ate him in car this evening, he should go ahead and do that. It is the best option for our sister Broni, because in the lawsuit, first let me tell you what it cannot do. No matter what happens to our sister Queen Emma, this lawsuit cannot change the fact that Broni superintended over that Lumbe's autopsy. Maybe first, I have heard the conversation about Nkrofo can say Broni Owaria, the dead body, you don't have power over the dead body or whatever it is. Although Broni had power over the dead body of Lumba, that was why I am saying that the records we have, the account we have, is unrebuttable that she superintended over Lumbe's autopsy. You asked me evidence. The evidence lied in the question, how Abusia Penny interrogated her when they first met as a family on the autopsy. So this lawsuit cannot change that. Again, this lawsuit can never change the fact that DL did not marry Odo Broni. It cannot change it. Some of us still believe that there was and there has never been any marriage. And this lawsuit, it won't change the narrative. Again, whatever happens to our sister, Queen Emma, cannot change the fact that Akosua Serwaa was the sole surviving wife of DL before, during, and after his death. It's the sole surviving wife. This lawsuit cannot change it.
Fact from who?
Please let me make my.
You are talking blindly when you know a court has a verdict on it. Why do you say that?
Just allow him. When he finishes,
fact of what? What is your fact? Based on that,
just allow him to finish.
Yesterday you got to the same time and people all mouth was on you. So you go ahead and
allow me to just have the compassion.
He's in his own world of ideology.
Have the compassion. I listen to you. When you're talking and we are silent, it doesn't mean that we are chewing and assimilating everything you are saying. Please, do you get me? So allow me to make my submission. I repeat, I am saying that although Broni's lawsuit currently, as it stands, cannot deprive Akosua Serwaa of the fact that she was the sole surviving wife of Daddy Lumba. That matter is still a pending case. So those of you who think that there has been a finality or we have reached closure, no. So allow me to make my deduction
pending based on
what I know.
Pending based on what? There's a verdict on something. We base on that till something else come up. So till that thing has come,
you are going to argue with him. He doesn't even believe the verdict. So just allow him. He's on his own world of fantasies. Allow him to make his point. Also
yes, I know that some of the things I say, if you are an ardent disciple of Odo Broni, it will shock you.
That is why
nothing is shocking anybody. Nothing is shocking anybody.
I listen to you, so just be gentle with me, okay? The lawsuit cannot change it. The lawsuit can never change the fact that DL's immediate family, including Ma Brimpoma, say that they do not know where their brother is buried as we speak. So this lawsuit does not provide an answer to where DL is buried to the immediate family who are demanding to know, begging the public to help them find their brother where he's been laid. This lawsuit cannot solve that. Again, prosecuting Queen Emma cannot change the fact that you two Abusia opinion that to pack. It can never change it. So I sit down and ask myself, what is the motivation to show where power lies or what? Fine, it has, as those of you who support her have jumped on it, threatening people with lawsuit and whatever, when you know that in your camp you have a multitude of culprits who have committed the same crime, no? I don't see why you can be so happy and think that this is a just cause. Now, what Odo Broni's lawsuit will do? Those of you listening to me, and this is where I am calling on Roman father and co. What this lawsuit will do is the fact that it is going to set a very bad precedent and put the supporters of Broni and whoever on the other side who are culpable of these same offenses in a very tight corner. I can assure you that Akosua Serwaa and her legal team are watching to see the progress of this prosecution and whatever will happen. Do you think, in your candid opinion, God forbid, that Queen Emma suffers any thing out of something that I think has become a social media frenzy? Everybody who is so glued to a certain camp also says what they want to. Me, I don't endorse those things, but I'm saying that there's a caveat. Nobody has. Look, there's
but I have questions for him. Someone,
the network article on by Oba for Oba now.
Me bisa
that be the network article to be send the question cry emfa.
Mawu frudia na bra na etwen.
Ah oko. Onu de obekasa sa na oko question kan ko answer. Okay, before say munkasa na minkasa kakra why.
Mama, is
this is he not
he's gone.
The lawsuit
gone.
that we are talking about between Queen Emma has nothing to do with the Akosua Serwaa no.
Even if it has, it's somebody's even if it has, say you'll be decided. I decide to do whatever I want to do in my life. It's not the law does not lie in his mouth to tell us what somebody else has to do to prove something. And who tells you when the captain so we prove be actually?
He's in his own world of fantasy, so allow him.
To bomba the
has first day. Also on the film about TikTok. On the
very diabolical. Flowers.
He's talking about mediation.
Argument and the topic.
He's talking about mediation. That means that he came for peace. But who talk about mediation?
He's just a coward. He's just a coward. Go straight to the point. If you are there to defend it. If you are just to accuse. Don't come and pretend say.
The funny thing is that he's speaking English that he thinks that nobody understands. That's the funny thing. Bro, boom, phone where I can carve it now. Where bro?
He's just a coward. On to me, and he cannot pick a stand.
Now, you are saying, you are the person as a case. Mom, family, trying to say, no
question. Ubisa no kura onyano. Ubisa no onyano. Oba one sir no.
Me come on me because the debate no man enlightened. Case no. Court has given a verdict first. And for now, we hold on to that till a different one comes. Now, what Onya is saying? What do you mean by that?
Agreed with the verdict.
Argument do argue blindly to say you'll be on that was also
yes, all of
a lot of people don't see our rain. I'm going to say our rain, so we'll be treating sana. And one said it would be public and it's our rain. It is just a shifting responsibility from a father to a different man. It's as simple as that. It's a me obi beji me baba and sa o maware. Na me decide say o me baba no. Me je nsa keke na me mo bi ante na me twaso a. Who are you to tell me say nipa no waware no why? We cry dem asem the TV o himpo. Hey, asem ben kra man Ghana so there. Hey,
engineer me say Ghana for nankasa some of us we are hypocrites. Yet abrochire nkofo ko share court ko ware. Obia.
Yeah, continue. Why you have time? Continue.
Me say, you know, anyway, I don't have any problem. If
Okay.
you can vent your, I'm almost landing. Ain't you know, you are referring, when I'm referring to a lawsuit, you know, I'm talking about the current case she's raising against Queen Emma. It's not what we have at the what between Akosua Serwaa, and I'm not referring to that. When I say lawsuit, on drop, you know, say although Broni has not sued Akosua Serwaa.
he decides what he want to do with his life. It said you want that all that now what sorry I can't say man in that. No, you cannot say that. You cannot say that.
Submission.
Okay, please, Mr.
Oh, I'm almost landing. Finally.
Okay. So
I'm almost concluding so that you can ask the questions. Finally, meeting I say Eba so on the 24th or so, family meeting. I still want to remind the Fosu family, especially, and then the corner family at large say, Abusia penny that to pack there whatever they can do on earth, in hell, anywhere, to make sure there is no semblance of the reinstatement of Abusia penny that to pack no, and no they should do it with the last atom of their strength, because as I have said, once Tupac is gone, 99% of the troubles they have endured all this while is gone. Once Tupac is gone, although Broni's issues, whatever it is, everybody will understand, come to the table and reason, and then make amends and then move on. Inti Abusiano dear, I am sending this special message to them on that meeting day. Nobody should convince nothing. There is no compromise.
You think the man is Abusia for leader the Lumba? You think so? Is that what you think?
I said a corner family.
So you think it's only that limits funeral that because of that they should take him off because of what?
Oh, let me just make my submission. More man, there should be no chance of bringing Tupac back, because most of these issues, he is the what? If he has been very resolute and conduct himself as a proper Abusia Penny, all these things wouldn't have happened.
What is your definition for proper? What is your definition for proper?
Good job.
Proper is when you bury Lumba before you do so. Before you bury Lumba, make sure that. Obi, I'm answering a question or.
Bafo. Man, so Obi is a question. Man, answer why.
Sir, Obisa said, what is proper? And I'm saying that proper is when, as an Abusia Penny, you settle a family feud, all the confusion surrounding Lumbes before burying him. He didn't do that. Proper is when you give a befitting burial to a legend, a national icon like Daddy Lumba. Proper is when everybody will know where the family, not me, will not have any qualms with where Lumba is buried. So there are so many propers.
Mr. Maru, I have a question for you, Mr. Bafuni.
Okay.
So do you agree, sir, the topic about the defamation case against Queen Emma? Do you agree on that?
Oh, when you listen to my submission, I said it is needless based on the circumstances I have. What?
When you came, you asked about the topic.
Your voice is breaking.
You're breaking up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay, Mr. Mau, when you came, right, you asked for the topic on board, and we specifically stated, sir, we are discussing the defamation case against Queen Emma. Do you agree or not?
I don't agree on that. I said what before
what is the topic on board? And you catch us specifically. We are discussing the defamation case against Queen Emma.
No.
Did you hear that? Okay, fine. It's
no,
fine.
No, but who told me that? Let me correct you before you move on. I said
it's okay. Let me go on to my next question.
Please.
Let me move to my next question. No. Because who Bible waste to be time to the train. Your first statement, you started talking about mediation, say, who suggested who plead, say, although Broni Kobenya Anka on for assembly. Did you make that statement? Yes or no?
It doesn't. You have heard me correctly. Everything I said. I hope you were here.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. Did you make the statement to say you are requesting say you mediate the case now called Broni Fanche? Yes or no?
Of course, I said that.
Okay, so if you want a mediation and you want us to settle this case amicably or peacefully, how are you going back and showing shade? Say it will backfire on us in Subi? Why are you doing that, sir?
Oh, Pacha Uti me submission now. We are. I'm not saying that people should go to Odo Broni cap in hand. Me say omo man enti asiye se ade no eya afa ne afa. Enti no onjai man nka. What am I say? And yes, sir, there are consequences. So I'm not. I want you to put it in that context. Inti enyese me dia kotodwe say e pa Odo Broni ache onja Queen Emma me see on won crofo ne camper ye betumi di aye omo. Please do you see the trajectory?
Yes, it's okay because the next question then say is justice for one team or for all? Justice, is it for Team Odo Broni and I said for Team Legal Wife and I said it's for everybody?
Well, I've said it. Justice should not be selective. It is a universal thing.
So if Team Odo Broni, Team Abusiapeni decided to go to court by exercising their right to get justice, why are you threatening or not insinuating say Njaya Musmube Siu case? Nobody is stopping you guys. Opian stop him.
No, you see in my submission, what is me can say compound house Ntokwano one ordin but who obana ayese kasa no ya Bruno men ko ahimfie say me ko kachiro hini uye no sana next it's a sign of weakness even to me. Uye sana una also uye compound house Ntokwa they are shouting on you one country you were shouting I fed there all of a sudden
trying to tell us it's a sign of weakness. You are trying to tell us it shows a sign of weakness. Is that what you are saying?
It is weakness and some inconsistency because me see if you have what me see if you have
me say a sign of weakness. Who first took a case to court? And your mammy Akosua Serwaa.
It isn't based on this defamation and all these things. So the case is
I'm just trying to
still a court case. So I say Mami Akosua Serwaa is weak.
Apples and oranges, please.
This is not apples. It's still a court case. Are you saying she's weak? Who they are saying court judge say you're weak?
Based on your own statement, based on your own statement, when somebody take a case to court, it's a sign of weakness. So that means, based on your own statement, and I believe you, Say Mami Akosua Serwaa was weak, and it's weak because when the case Nico court first. As a matter of fact, she's trying to even file for an appeal. Until only weak, until you cannot tag us with that weakness. Me, I don't see that as weakness. I see it as seeking justice.
Mama contest.
Before me first someone share one.
Uni mutin safufu ba na mwa bro pecha. Don't go and be preaching against drunkards. That is what I'm saying. So I have said the context right. Don't cut a tree. Stand on the branch and preach to people about afforestation.
You made a statement to say, you made an emphatic statement to say, yeah, although Broni the case no koyeno, a compound house on Tokwa, ain't no, or the case na court no, it shows a sign of weakness. And I miss me person will say, without a doubt, Mami Akosua Serwaa and file a case first. Obian file a case first other than Mami Akosua Serwaa. So what you say? Ain't no say, oh, Kase, say the case a court. Now say you weak. That means that the weakest link is Mami Akosua Serwaa. Man, I put that to you. My last statement, na my drop, na me nyama baso. Me pacho, yanka aware ho asem wa. The court has already decided say Broni, oh yeah, yere. Ain't please, whether you believe it or not, no. Me pacho, with all due respect, Broni is a wife. Why? Manu see me nyama. Me that say.
Okay. Okay.
All right. You mostly, you keep repeating, say, Bami Brimpoma and others, like some of the close family people, no, they want to see where Daddy Lumba was buried and the Busampeni Besopechom. I just want to ask, were they at the funeral of Daddy Lumba?
They were not, and we all knew the circumstances.
No, it's not about this. They were not there. And did somebody prevented them from coming to the funeral?
Yes.
Who prevented them from coming to the funeral?
Abusiapeni that to pack.
In what way?
His actions and inactions. There was no closure on. Look, a court has injuncted you not to bury Daddy Lumba and asked you to go and broker peace.
No, court did not injunct Abusuampe not to bury Daddy Lumba. Do not deceive us.
I am telling you that the injunction was granted.
What was the final decision of the court?
That is another matter. We can talk about it.
No, you cannot pick and choose. Court did not injunct.
Do you want to argue with me that the injunction was not granted? No, answer this specifically. Do you want to argue with me that the injunction was granted?
The court gave the
I asked you a direct question. Was the injunction granted or not? Was the injunction granted or not? Then we move on. Was the injunction granted or not?
What we know, the injunction.
My brother, was the injunction granted or not?
It did not hold because you did not fulfill the requirement for the injunction.
Okay.
So you cannot use it.
I am happy that we have other people listening to us.
It was granted with condition. So if you are not able to fulfill the condition, so if you are not able to fulfill the condition, forget about it.
It is not there.
There were no conditions to the injunction.
I agree with you.
There were no conditions.
Are you saying there were no conditions?
No, there wasn't. That judge had no
the
right
court
to
said
go back and touch that case.
They said they should pay an amount
what he did was wrong.
2 million Ghana
What he did was wrong because it was over.
What
There
was a judge that he had no right to go and
you are not even ashamed talking about
it is your opinion that is wrong.
Are you not ashamed?
Injustice. What that judge was an error. Was a big error. He had no right.
I would say
you and I, we are not judges.
I have to be a judge. I have to be a judge. I have to be a doctor to know that I'm being poisoned.
Our opinion is not facts. Our opinion is not fact. So
it is a fact. It is a fact. I don't have to be a
judge. Ask your question.
Broni supporters, if I were you, this particular court case, I will avoid it. Totally.
Nobody will avoid anything. Just let me ask my question and let's continue. So,
okay.
you agreed with me that I did not attend the funeral. Now, apart from Mami Brimpoma and a few part of the family people who did not attend the funeral and seeking to know where the man was buried, the others, like the children who attended the funeral, have you ever heard them saying they don't know where the man was buried?
When I spoke, I made reference to those who said they don't know. So
I'm asking my question. No, that's my question.
Having heard from the children, I didn't ask them.
Yeah, so you've not heard. That means those who went to the funeral know where the man is buried.
As if going to the funeral is automatically knowing where somebody is buried. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, you are not there. So when we're going to the,
if I attend,
because it is not of importance to you.
It means I know where Nana Konedu is buried. Is that what you want to say?
Because it is not of importance to you, so they don't need to disclose it to you. It's as simple as that.
I just want you to understand that attending a funeral is one thing, and knowing where somebody is buried is another thing. Detach them.
I cannot detach it, because if I go to the funeral and I know where, and I want to know where the man is buried, I will follow suit when they are going to the cemetery. So if it is not of importance to me, I will not follow. That's it. So since you did not go and follow up there, so don't come after the burial and be crying foul, say they did not show you where the person was buried, because so let me ask my last question. People want to come in now. You were saying say uti compound house na ye kuntokwa na say we na mu kuntokwa fra unko anfie enkonko bawanie fine. Say udi ade me na me so me dey do na say me decide now they dey me mpe and me take action na. Do you have to blame me and I say cry over the action I want to take because you decided not to take action?
You have asked this question several times in several ways. I am telling you that morally, no, and we don't fancy it. That's what I'm telling you. Nobody says it is a crime. Since when has it become a crime to take on somebody legally?
I'm not mentioning crime here.
So nobody is faulting Broni for taking anybody on for defamation or whatsoever. But I am saying that the circumstances under which it has happened. You do not cut down a tree, stand on the branches and speak to people about afforestation. Because I didn't know why what you are saying. And I don't know why you are not getting me.
Because, no, I'm not getting, because
what Broni is accusing Queen Emma of, no, is right in her house at her backyard.
Which backyard?
I'm speaking figuratively.
No, have you heard of Broni publicly saying say or say
I don't. We are all privy to whatever is that is happening. So that one is public knowledge.
Let me answer that. Yes, she has, because the Bushapeni has even come out to say thank you. Yes, she is.
Although Broni is not a Bushapeni, although Broni is a separate entity from a Bushapeni.
Is a Bushapeni not supporting Odo Broni? A
Bushapeni is responsible for his own actions and words. Odo Broni is also responsible for his own actions.
Came to represent Odo Broni. Mijina Odo Broni anemume dankro fwase wabeda ase. Odo Broni yekunafo. Osi onkasa wabeda.
Odo Broni ne Bushapeni.
Me say Odo Broni ni abusiapeni collabo no obia ntumi end dadaye. A clear collaboration, a clear. Anything I would to me support the two of them together at once, all together simultaneously.
And then there will be choice in and they want to me I
that one there I say political party.
Na o ka say o tena se dwen ne ma bi hu a won ti ase ba wo so what na sa dwen ho say wo ma wo pem na o ka sa wo nyansa kan lumba what na sa dwen ho za
I didn't think I was a dream who sir.
Yeah, because Lumba now not of na ne ba. Oh, chese onye yire. In terms of what transfer you to answer time. Lumba no.
Say, okay, say, Bibi Anoma, we know the features of a bed. Intimidi midi mani huna mi hu say Anomano or 9-4. Adiana osi always say Anomano oni tabai. Our horns near here.
I can speak no man or didn't work you know, didn't answer side man or
me say what I'm seeing is not Anoma. What I have heard, what I have read, the records I have.
So what record do you have showing that although Broni was not married? Can you tell me those records?
The first one was the fact that so far Abusia Penyu kwa ne koya okuhu say awari odo Broni. So far Abusia odo Broni sister distant sister's husband and a come testimony say awari odo Broni. So far odo Broni mu amusima party document cardboard you don't have odo Broni's marriage certificate or anything closer to that. So far I'm chronicling the things that convinces me. So far, Mona mu say Lumba worry kura wa worry. It's just a matter of gathering your friends and then marrying. And no ya worry no. So far, mo see odo Broni ya worry no because that the Lumba performing on stage, you know, okura water bottle or man in you. So far, mo see odo Broni wa worry Lumba worry no because ordinary kwa chere akukudam ewo Ghana Azuma Nelson na Akufo-Addo ni to you no that is marriage.